Falkirk TV is proudly sponsored by GM Landscape UK.
Big game tomorrow. We're back at the Falkirk Stadium after a really good win the other week against Hamilton. But it's already our second Army game of the season. It doesn't feel like that long since we played our last one.
Yeah, they've come along quite quickly. Yeah, the second game of the season we were along at Eastern Park. Good result for us there and set us up very nicely. 6 points after the first two games, and of course going into game 11 we already have 3 points on the board from our win at Hamilton last week, and of course we would love to make it 6 points from our two games in this quarter, so to speak. We know it'll be a difficult game, a derby game. Form kind of goes out the window. It's all about who turns up on the day. We are in good form. Guys are playing really well. They're buzzing. They've got a lot of confidence about them. But I know that James will have his team fired up to try and kickstart their season. Probably sitting in a false position. But they've got a full strength squad to choose from, and I'm sure that will help them going forward. But it's up to us, the home advantage. We've been playing very well at home for a considerable amount of time now, and we look to continue that.
You mentioned early in the week as well that Ross McKeever had been kind of joined back in training with the squad and might be available to make the bench on Saturday. How big a boost is that for everyone involved to have him back in the fold?
Yeah, it is a big boost. Of course, he's a big player for us. Quite literally, he's a big player for us. He's done exceptionally well. He brings other players into the game. He links the game really, really well. He's good in the air. He's, as I've said many times now, he's probably one of the hardest strikers I've ever worked with. So even without the ball, he's always putting pressure on the opposition. He's clever, he's smart, and although I've missed him, I think the players that have gone in have done exceptionally well. In recent weeks, Gary has took on not the same role. He's a different type of player from Ross, but we are still managing to get results, and that only speaks volumes for all the players. You know that we're a number of players missing, but we continue to get results. So, as I say, confidence is high. It's great to have Ross back. It's good to have him on the bench. I can quite openly say that right now. I'm not really hiding that from anyone. And it would be great to introduce him into the game at some point.
Ahead of the game tomorrow, we'll be presenting Gary Oliver and Finn Yates with their frame shirts for 100 appearances. I know we spoke about Gary Oliver making his 100 appearances a few weeks ago. I don't think we spoke about Finn Yates though. An incredible achievement for a player of his age. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, congratulations to both players. Finn being so young and managing to get 100 appearances under his belt speaks volumes for him. He's gained a lot of experience. He's progressed really, really well, and although he's maybe not playing as much as he did last year with regards to had tied down the right back berth, that Keelan's got a firm grip of that right now. He's managing to go and play in big games like at Celtic Park as he did. So he's more than adequate, ready to go and play at right back or in midfield. Delighted for him to get 100 games at so young. Hopefully there's many, many more games and appearances to come for Finn as well.
And I know you must be fed up of myself asking and maybe other people as well. Obviously there's the news about Ross McKeever on the injury front, but is there any update on anyone else ahead of tomorrow?
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, Adam, I can only answer the questions that you give me, and so if you ask me about injuries, I'll talk about them. You ask me about something else, so all I can never do is answer the questions you give me. So with regards to the injuries, yes, Ross is back, as we're saying. Hopefully, he trained towards the end of the week and he's come through that with flying colours, so he's available. And hopefully he plays in some part of the game and he trains all next week and he's ready for a serious selection against Morton. After that, we've had some really good news in the last hour or so, or this morning really. Callum Morrison has been given the all clear now. The doctors have given him the news that he can just get on with things. So we'll not be throwing him right in the deep end. We'll be slowly and gradually building his training up. But it's great news. It's great news for Callum. It's been a real worry for him and for everyone involved, his family, his kids, and everyone involved, everyone here. Have been really feeling it for Callum, but he's now been given the go ahead, and we're delighted with that. And so we'll see him in the no too distant future. It shouldn't take him too long. We're not going to rush him back, but if he responds well, then maybe a couple of weeks. But we'll not be rushing him too much. Sean Mackey had his foot in a moon boot for the past 2 weeks, coming up for 2 weeks anyway, and then he'll maybe be another couple of weeks after that. So maybe still 3 weeks away. 2 or 3 weeks away for getting back in. He'll be able to go without the moon boot and slowly, gradually get in. And he's not a million miles away, but he's not ready yet. Cole got an injection last Saturday morning, so 6 days ago. He's feeling good. Again, probably from Monday, just stepping up his training. He's not been training, he's just been resting. That's the information we've got when he had the injection, just to have a week of rest and then slowly, gradually work your way back in. And of course, everything's dependent on pain and no pain. So hopefully he doesn't have any pain and we can continue going forward. And if that is the case, then he wouldn't be so far away. Again, maybe a couple of weeks, but we'll see. Tom, again, has had an injection. His timescale is a little bit longer, unfortunately. I think we're probably looking at 8 weeks, of which we're probably a week into that now, so maybe another 7 weeks. I would like to think that could get cut down, but he's been stop-start, Tom, stop-start. It's really, really frustrating for everyone involved, particularly obviously Tom, who's so keen to get back in, but every time he kind of goes onto the pitch, his knees kind of flares up, and so we need to get over that. So he's, as I say, probably and hopefully a maximum of about 7 weeks now. Jamie Steddon is improving. Again, very, very similar injuries to Cole with regards to lower abdomen, hip, round about these areas. And we're hoping he's going to go into training next week with a view to being available next weekend. So slowly but surely, with Ross coming back in, Callum getting the go ahead, Cole not so far away, Sean Mackey probably after that, Jamie Snedden, as I say, very, very close now. Tom looks the one who's a little bit further away, but not a million miles away. And hopefully we can pick up any more injuries, and it would be great to get everyone back. The sooner the better. It would be great. We've not had it all season, and we're not the only ones. You're very fortunate if you didn't have injuries. Really, really fortunate in modern day football. However, hopefully one day we can look to have a full strength squad to choose from.
Just lastly, I know you mentioned the fans almost every week and how important their support have been. But tomorrow it's our second home sellout of the season, so really well done to everyone for that. I know the players always talk about the impact that the fans have on them on the pitch throughout games, maybe lifting them up when they're going through a tough spell on the pitch and getting that kind of extra motivation. But for yourself and maybe the rest of the backroom staff being on the sidelines, how enjoyable is it for you guys to go out in front of crowds like that every week?
No, it's huge, massive. It's a great boost to the players, huge boost. I mean, last Friday night, going out at 7:15, or even possibly earlier than that, and then Brad in particular, singing chanting his name, Brad Spencer's on fire. I mean, what a huge boost that is for Brad to hear his name getting sung at, as I say, 7:15, maybe half an hour before kick-off. It's amazing. So the fans have taken to all the players, and they've got songs for a few of the individuals. Hopefully they can continue to be creative in that and get a song for virtually nearly everyone. It was great again towards the end of the game when they've got a song now for Ryan Shanley as well, which is very pleasing for the fans to have done that. I thank them very much. Thank you for your sellouts, the big numbers that we've got at the Falkirk Stadium now selling out. And obviously that's because they're enjoying their football and they like the football. I like to think it's entertaining. Hopefully the game's entertaining tomorrow and we still come out on top. That'll be the main thing, as all the fans will appreciate that as well. So a huge thank you for everyone who's been putting their hand in their pocket and following us all over the league, all over the championship games, and obviously the home support as well, which has been incredible. And the young team, the ultras, what a noise they make, so good. It's fantastic what you've been doing, what you've been achieving, and you're the envy of most other clubs.
John, thank you very much. All the best for tomorrow.
Thank you.